now. Take a look at these latest power rankings. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at this visiting team, they've shown their potential, but we've seen it in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take better focus and commitment.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that's good. His first bucket of the game. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Lyles. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. In his last outing, he had 11 points. The shot's good.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Antetokounmpo outside. No good with a layup.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Murray. Left side Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket on the night.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Papanikolaou. Here's the teardrop, and he gets that one.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Barrett. 15 in his last outing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The layup misses. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Barrett. 1:05 left in the opening quarter. With the fadeaway. Not going to go that time. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from 11. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Here's Lyles. Outside Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
And he drops the first. So both teams changing it up here. He's perfect from the line this time. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to win the run. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
They set a pick. Clock at 6. Hits it from the high post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third bucket of the night.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
The floater. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Papanikolaou. Now Antetokounmpo. Clark covers. To the wing on the left. Wing shot on the way. Dort grabs the miss. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Dorsey. Oh, they pick off the pass. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
Pass to Kalaitzakis. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. We're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game. And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Antetokounmpo outside. Olynyk against Antetokounmpo. From outside the arc. Dort grabs the miss. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Barrett. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. We've got a minute 48 left in the first half.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Both teams will make substitutions. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good. He's got 10.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the half. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Murray looking around. Screen by Olynyk. Clock is at 3. And it's Murray with the 3. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Antetokounmpo outside. To the paint. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Olynyk. And here's Murray. Here's Lyles. Knocks down the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Off target at the rim. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Ali as always. Thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog.
Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA. Man, is he off to a strong start. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Murray out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
A dynamic scorer. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
Antetokounmpo outside. No good off the back of the rim. Shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. Pass to Lyles. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pass to Olynyk. Murray with it. Here's Lyles. Antetokounmpo covering. Lyles, the pass to Barrett. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA from distance.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
We certainly would. Thanks, Allie.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Kalathis. To the inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. Here's Murray, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Pass to Barrett. The fader, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Barrett's got 5.
Yeah, look at Barrett being resourceful on offense, not passing up those mid-range shot opportunities.
There's a minute 12 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. A deep 3. The rebound by Murray.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Down low. Guarded by Barrett. To the paint. Right wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's the three. He buries it from three. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's SGA. It's not going to go for him. The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Shooting a fantastic 57%. Oh, got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Saturday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams. And then on Wednesday, shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. With some arc. SGA just powering through contact. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Cans it from the wing. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points in the quarter.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points in the game.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Olynyk.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Man, Olynyk really throwing it down with some power.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Here's Lyles. Antetokounmpo covering. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Murray. The shot misses. Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
1:14 left to play in the fourth. Now here's Murray, tightly guarded. Outside Barrett. Back to Murray. Off with the layup. gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
And that's an intentional foul. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Pass to Lyles. 4-3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Yes! Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And so they foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
And timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Calathes from deep. Rebound by Olynyk. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan...
Both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession. when they miss.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Josh Giddey is out there with Mills. And it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Landale in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Mills. Following Bogdan Bogdanovic's three-point attempt. Giddey, no one around him. It's good from long range.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Outside Bogdanovich. Six to shoot. Floats one up. Got a hand on it. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Giddey. Good on the three-point shot. Giddey's got 6 points.
Trying to get more comfortable from deep. Giddey looking solid on that one from three.
Out to the wing. Now, here's Jokic. Defense is right there. Takes the 13-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
A nice shot by Exum. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
That shot off. Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Ingles for 3. It's held in by Jokic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Milutinov. And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Jokic is second.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
Yep, and once you do that, you're going to open up the lane. And with the threat those guys pose on the perimeter, an opposing defense has no way to deal with that.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Teodosic with the drive, and he converts the layup.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Green. Down low and stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Jovic. Here's Teodosic. Headed by Green. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Simmons. And here's Mills. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mills. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Mills has got his second basket of the night. And we reach the end of the first quarter. They lead by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
You got Teodosic, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
We've got Aaron Baines. Ben Simmons is out there with Daniels. And it's Joe Ingles, and it's Green in at the small forward. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
We've got Teodosic, and it's Jokic in at the 5. Inside, it's stolen by Ingles. Green with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Simmons passes to Daniels. To the paint. Green kicks to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Ingles from past the arc. Jokic grabs the miss. Inside, it's stolen by Ingles. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much.
Such a good handle for a big guy. Nothing super fancy, but efficient.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to talk to his guys. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Simmons inside. Giddey finds Green. Buries it from three-point range.
And Giddey, just that sixth sense to find the open man.
Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Giddey. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
No good on that. Both teams changing it up here.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Pass to Exum. There's the triple. No good that time. Bogdanovich against Giddey. Down low, here's Milutinov. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Giddey against Bogdanovich. Shoots off the step back. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Clock is at 3. Unloads. No good there off the double clutch.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And we finished one half of basketball. Leading by 6. A chance now to send it over. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come.
New topic. And that about wraps.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Josh Giddey. Exum is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at the center position. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Puts up a deep 3. Ingles with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Giddey kicks to Ingles. Drills it from outside. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Giddey's intelligence grows by leaps and bounds game after game. Great vision and a nice rapid-fire decision.
Jokic a screen. Off target with his 3.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Mills passes to Landale. Jokic with the steal. They're running. They get a hand on it. Mills with the steal. Pass to Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 8 points here for Josh Giddey.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. Jokic a screen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Yes, but anyone drops after the 0 of 3 start.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Third is Josh Giddey. And, of course, Jokic.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Bogdanovich against Giddey. Exum deciding where to go with it. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Lets it go with a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Mills. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Jokic finds Bogdanovich. And he can't bank that one in. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half. Developing a nice rhythm out there. And Giddey gets it to go.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Out left to the wing, to the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Three-pointer. Giddey, no good.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
to the middle. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Up top, Giddey. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Giddey, the pass to Mills. Now Exum. Here's the screen. Releases. Here's Landale. The third quarter comes to a close. Up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sport. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on.
Let's get the pace back in the game.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Teodosic out there with Topic. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jovic in at the 4. Back to Teodosic. Clock at 6. Jokic a screen. High, arcing shot, and it's good for 2. Being at a decent 44% clip here. Now here's Simmons. Not a lot of room. There's the screen. Daniels from outside. Cans it from downtown. Daniels has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can see how comfortable Daniels is running that pick and roll. He called his own number that time.
Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. Jokic lets it fly from outside.
Where they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Out to the right wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pass to Mills. Tipped away. Fast break. Here they come. Ahead. Here's Exum. Takes it inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Jokic. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Back to Jokic. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lays it up off the glass. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
Giddey against Bogdanovic. Pass to Jokic. Bank shot, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Landale pass to Giddey. On the wing, Ingles. Clock at 4. Back to Giddey. Jokic grabs the miss.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Connects from three-point range.
How about that touch, Bogdanovic? That time from way out.
Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
Team foul. No team. First personal foul. Second, 2 and 5.
Drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Taking 2 shots.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Back to Jokic. Doesn't go for him. Now Exum.
Third team foul. Number 11. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the away
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and that one's good. Teodosic. Simmons looking it over. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take
Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Hayes. Sarr out there with Risache. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Fournier in at the 2. Now here's Murray, and stolen by Hayes. Here's Wembanyama, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing, dominating on the inside.
Pass to Barrett, tipped, in transition. Here's Risache, flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Murray, looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. For 3, Barrett, count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
Now, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Hayes, the pass to Sarr. Pass to Fournier. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Barrett. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
Outside Olynyk. Chalk up 2 there.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package. What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That's good for Fournier.
You get a little glimpse into the mindset of Evan Fournier. This guy will do whatever it takes to win.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Olynyk with a screen on Hayes. Pulls it from the top of the key. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Outside Coulibaly. Wembanyama finds Hayes. From deep, Sarr hits the trifecta. Sarr's got 5 now.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Pass to Lyles. Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Hayes. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Murray against Hayes. There's the triple. Murray, no good. Gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. From the line, Hayes misses.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Wembanyama from deep three-point land. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Dylan Brooks is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Clark in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
Bilal Coulibaly out there with Risacher. Then there's Nicholas Batum. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. And Risacher gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Luguentz Dort out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. Clock at 6. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Coulibaly defending. The shot by Dort, no good. Shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
They've got Rudy Gobert. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Risacher. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. Brooks, the pass to Alexander Walker. Dort outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A big triple! Gilgeous-Alexander!
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You take a look at Sarr, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Here's Rupert. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Lyles. The 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Sarr. He's got 5. Batum outside. Fires the 3. Sarr misses. Shooting has been great this game, 58%. Barrett passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 feet out. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Pass to Sarr. Back to Wembanyama. And there's the lob.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Sarr's gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. Outside Barrett. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Sarr. And here's Wembanyama. Fades away. And it's good. 2 points. Wembanyama's got 6.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
take a look at the home team, they've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part. I like how they've been hitting the boards, man, playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close, and if they want to pull away.
And that is going to do.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
We've got R.J. Barrett. Trey Lyles is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Hayes against Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 9.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Pass to Risa Shea. Hayes with a screen on Murray. Now here's Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Risa Shea. Sinks it from distance. Risa Shea's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that's what Risa Shea is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact. Shooting 55% for the game so far. Outside Fournier. Back to Hayes. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Barrett. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
Inside. And Sarr with the basket on the assist by Hayes. Hayes has got 3 assists in the game. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. Murray passes to Olynyk. They kick it out to Murray. On target from range. Give him 8.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner 3 when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Fournier. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Fournier hits them both. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Coulibaly. Outside Fournier. Pass to Sarr. Back to Fournier. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. Fournier's got 5 points now this quarter.
If you give Evan Fournier the kind of space necessary, he will drain it on you. That's pretty.
Here's Murray. That one's wide left.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Gobert. Gobert using his size to his advantage.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
They get the rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
From 12 feet, shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got 11.
Great touch from the mid-range by Sarr. He knows he's got to keep drilling it from this area.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Gobert with a block. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game, leading by 10. And we're coming right back after. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Rudy Gobert is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Jang in at the point guard position. Here's Coulibaly. Knocks down the triple. Coulibaly's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Oh, we've seen this before. The aggressive take by SGA. Love to see him in attack mode.
So both teams making some changes here. Shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. The 3 from Rizasheh hits the trifecta.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Rizasheh's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Here's Barrett outside Olynyk. All sorts of time, and it's in there. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Sarr. Here's Rizasheh. Lays it up and banks it in. Rizasheh's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hayes. Pulls up at the elbow. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Fournier against Murray. The shot by Fournier, no good. Murray looking around. Fournier against Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, Grant, you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And that sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hayes. Yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points now in the second half.
Opportunistic Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets one to go.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The way they dominated, They earned the dub tonight.
And they just went out and executed. Give credit to the coaching staff. They have to be thrilled with their level of play.
Here's Barrett, and that one is hammered home.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Hayes against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hayes with it. Here's Sarr, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Hayes. Outside Fournier. Back to Hayes. Pass to Sarr. Now here's Wembanyama, guarded by Olynyk. Fader on the way. Wembanyama, no good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in some...
Off for a good reason, and I know you've got plans already set.
Well, Kevin, you'll find me at the polls. I imagine yourself as well, a civic duty to make our voices heard on Election Day, and a right not to be taken lightly.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. Here's Kalathis. No good from outside. Bogdanovich looking around. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And flashing the athleticism on the drive. When Bogdanovich spots a lane, he attacks it.
Here's Papanikolaou. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. It's good from the top of the key.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Milutinov, Antetokounmpo defending. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, first team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 17, Vasilis Charalampopoulos.
Jacks up a three, drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Papanikolaou kicks to Kalathis. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. Floats one. A shot, no good.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
Jokic, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Jokic, one of my favorite bigs to watch. So crafty, light on his feet. He gets the jump on the defense with that pull-up shot of his.
2 minutes remaining, first 2 minutes.
To the wing right side. Charalampopoulos. Pass to Papanikolaou. To the left side wing. Here's Kalathis. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Here's Papanikolaou. Charalampopoulos can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Outside Bogdanovich. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 5 men.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Bogdanovich.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Pass to Kalathis. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Down low. To end the run. And it's good on the way in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Petrushev. Here's Teodosic. Bogdanovich with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Teodosic.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Kalathis. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
Oh, just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fires from deep. That shot misses. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 6. And we'll be back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Teodosic out there with Topic. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jovic in at the 4 slot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Teodosic. Misses, and he wants that one back.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
From 10 feet out, and it's sent back by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Off with the layup.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Inside. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, one of the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself.
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Jokic's screen. Back to Teodosic. Takes the 3. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Giannis outside. Goes up again. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, you appreciate the all-around game of the Greek Freak, hitting the boards with relentlessness.
So both teams making some changes here. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26. What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Nikola Jokic. To the inside. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They set the pick. Here he goes.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls for him.
Number 11.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Left side, out of the Kumbo. No good on the shot. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Bogdanovic. Over Kalathis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Kalathis. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Papanikolaou's got 4 this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. 7 points in the game. Releases. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Bogdanovic has got 9. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They're up by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
For the East, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately for this guy. Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7'4".
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the home team.
We often talk about it.
And that's a halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Jokic high post. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Calathes gets the bucket.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Out to the right wing. Here's Milutinov. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pass to Papanikolaou. Here's Calathes. 2 points. That one goes. Calathes has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
To the middle for the tie, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take him right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
That one drops. He ties it up. Gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Milutinov, Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Milutinov, makes it off the glass.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Calathes. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Spins. Right wing. For the lead. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up. Antetokounmpo's got his third basket of the night.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Pass to Papanikolaou. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Here's Calathes. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Here's Papanikolaou. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovic. Last year, getting it done. And he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. To the paint.
ball is turned over. Substitution on the court.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jovic. Can't hit that one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Kalathis. Lays it up off the glass. Kalathis has got 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Outside Bogdanovic. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Up by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter. Now let's hear what Coach Tom.
You guys got to read the ball better.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Gutter. Here's Teodosic. 6 to shoot. Jokic a screen. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Kalaitzakis. From the line. No good on that one.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Jovic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Giannis outside. From deep. And no good. Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. Jokic passes to Jovic. Down low to take the lead. Unable to get that one. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Shot by Papanikolaou, no good. Pass to Jokic. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And again, unable to change momentum here. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. Pass to Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. to the middle. Here's Jokic. The shot, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Jokic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Pass to Jokic. Five to shoot. And shot on the way. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To take the lead. Good!
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. To stop the run. Oh, missed it.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Pass to Jokic. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
There's a screen. Here's Jokic. Bogdanovic grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have played.
To the inside. Jokic tries the double. Milutino. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This is exactly what an MVP candidate looks like. Jokic can carry the team, yet totally unselfish.
The turnaround J, and that one's good out of the Kumbo.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Drills the three-pointer.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Pass to Giannis. Misses the baby hook. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop so far in overtime. And an intentional foul right there.
The Lakers. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jokic. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. To the paint. Here's Kalathis. Ready by Bogdanovic. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Giannis. The layup off target. 17 seconds left to play in the first overtime. And so they get the victory here at home. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one.
like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Dante Exum, Patrick Mills out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Landale in at the center spot. Smith outside. Pass to Šarić. Here's Hezonja. And here's Smith. Here's Zubats. 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for your home team, Ivica Zubac. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Simmons is checked in for Landale. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Zubac with the steal. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Ingles passes to Giddey. Ooh, stolen by Smith. About a minute played here so far in the first. That one drops for him.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Outside Giddey.
Oh,
yes! Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Pass to Azonia. To the inside, and stolen by Simmons. Exum, right side. Outside Mills. Ingles, a screen on Zubac. Mills, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Zubac passes to Šarić. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. They get it back. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has got 5.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Simmons, the pass to Ingles. Now here's Giddey. To the middle. And slam dunk by Simmons.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Bogdanovich has checked in for Smith. Pass to Zubac. Here's Azonia. Giddey defends. Zubac against Simmons. Here's Bogdanovich. And here's Šarić for 3. He buries it from 3.
Man, how about the selflessness from Bogdanovich? I mean, all for getting it to an open teammate.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. .59 seconds left now in the first quarter. Bogdanovich on the wing. To the paint. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. Smith outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. And stolen by Simmons. No good on the shot. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 1. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Pass to Smith. Here's Perkichin. Ingles defending. And the basket by Perkichin.
It's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
Dyson Daniels out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Ingles in at the 4-man position. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Down low. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Simmons, the pass to Daniels. Baines, a screen on Smith. Pass to Baines. Soft touch off the glass.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Launches a 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Outside Simmons. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Azonia. Outside Bogdanovich. From behind the arc. Connects from downtown. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
A staple in Bogdanovich's arsenal. His three-point shot is as reliable as it gets.
Daniels passes to Giddey. Here's the 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for your home team.
It's both from the stripe.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Exum outside. Pass to Baines. Now Mills. Free throw line jumper. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Now here's Zubac. Five on the clock. Pass to Šarić. Here's Hazonia. Misses the 3. Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Exum. And Hazonia pulls it down. Šarić outside. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of this one. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
23 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. 2 points. That one goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Šarić, a screen on Mills. Out to the right wing. Here's Hazonia. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hey guys, wins and losses, the only thing that matters in the NBA?
Wait, are they the only things that matter in the league?
We need a department store intercom Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
Appreciate you joining us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we've seen Ivica Zubac really having a great game.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Joe Ingles, Josh Giddey out there with Patrick Mills. Then it's Jock Landale, and it's Exum in at small forward.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Simmons is checked in for Landale. And Zubac's no good on that one. Shooting an efficient 57% tonight. And there's the rejection. To the left side wing. Here's Hazonia. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Exum outside. Second half getting started. About a minute played.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. He's got 6.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Giddey against Smith. Left side Giddey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And there's a pick. Charic outside. Pass to Smith. The 3-ball. And the 3-pointer goes. Smith's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Here's Mills. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He's off on the first. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Charic against Ingles. Pass to Zubac. Here's Smith. 6 to shoot. Here's Hazonia. He's guarded by Exum. Back to Smith. Jacks up a 3. He gets hauled in by Exum. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Daniels, defended by Bogdanovic. Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Up top, Zubac. Pass to Perkichin. And the layup is good off the glass. Perkichin's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
How about that? Simmons stays strong and gets the N1 chance.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Simmons. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Here's Perkichin, Green covering. Perkichin passes to Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Now here's Green. Fires from deep. He can't get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. They lead by 7. And coming up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Banked it in off the glass.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Green out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Dukas in at the 2 guard. Pass to Dukas. To the paint. Here's Green. No good with a layup. Shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Bogdanovic.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Inside. The shot by Dukas, no good. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. That's on Matisse Thybulle.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Exum outside. Here's Landale. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Smith outside. And he drops it in from the low post.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Basket counts.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Giddey continues to work on improving his offensive game, including his mid-range jumper.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Smith. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. With the step back. Here's Giddey. Good work there as it goes. Giddey's got 6 here in the quarter.
Crafty finish by Giddey, managing to overcome the contest.
And 1:01 left in the final quarter. Here's Smith. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Here's Landale. Tries again, and he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Mills with the double team. Charic outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mills with the double team. Clock at 4. For 3. The shot by Hezonja, no good. So Taylor Jenkins will call a timeout here. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
I like how they're controlling the pace, Grant.
Yeah, they must continue to build on this run. Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Giddey. Lets it go from deep. And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within 1. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first. And that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Ingles from outside. Oh, my! What a shot! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied! And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Hezonja. It's good! He buried a game winner!
Wins the game with nothing but zeros on the clock. Unbelievable. Woo!
Zeros finish, and they're going to have to carry him off on their shoulders for that one.
Wonderful time of the year. Christmas and the NBA. All wrapped up, Greg, into one beautiful package.
It is, partner. And as a player, it was always an honor to play in those Christmas Day games. And now it's an honor for us as announcers to call it. It's one of the best days on the NBA calendar.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Trey Lyles. Jamal Murray is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Barrett at the three.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Olynyk sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And Jokic wide open, he shoots. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Onside, Barrett. Fast break, here we go. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
They set the screen. Milutinov, covered by Lyons. It's good.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Barrett against Bogdanovic. Pass to Olynyk. Can they get it? Count that one for Dort.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the 3 from the corner.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Murray surveying the D. Going inside, and it's Murray with the jam.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Topic is out there with Teodosic. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. Shot clock at 3. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Teodosic.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Lou Dort out there with Brooks. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's Teodosic. Now, here's Jokic. Here's Teodosic. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't nail the jumper. Now here's Brooks. Tight defense on him. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Jovic. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, here's Jokic. Second chance shot. Jokic makes it look easy inside.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams deciding to change it up. .157 left in the first half of the game. Put that bucket in no time at all. 8 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's Jokic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Too big, too strong. Jokic gets what he wants.
Dort, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Six to shoot. Down low. Here's Jokic. A slam by Jokic.
Yeah, it's almost like pick your poison with Jokic in the pick and roll. He's a master of these sets.
Pass to Wiles. Murray outside. To the paint. Here's Barrett. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here's Bogdanovich. Low block shot. Offensive rebound out to the right wing. And here's Jokic outside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Murray. Here's Dort. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached halftime in this one. Leading by 6. It's time now to go court. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Please direct your attention.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the visiting team. Thanks for spending half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Jokic with a screen on Lyons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Team foul. At the line for your opponent team.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Impressively throughout at 62%. R.J. Barrett is out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Murray. And it's Olynyk in at the 5 down low. Left side, Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Barrett's got his second bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Jokic with a screen on Barrett. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Barrett. Here's Murray. Good D by Bogdanovich.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Jokic. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Now Murray. Barrett the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
To the inside. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Murray outside. Pass to Olynyk for the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, you can't overlook this part of Olynyk's game. He will drop three-pointers on you when he can.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Dort, he's checked in for what?
Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Jokic. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Jokic. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
A strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
Clark, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. 54 seconds left in the third. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich, no luck. Hitting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting at all cylinders. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Bogdanovich. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Petrushev. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 9. Bogdanovich against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the high post, and the shot goes in.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And we've reached the end of the third. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Lou Dort out there with Clark. Then it's Brooks. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. It's Brooks on the wing. Shoots. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. good, trying to use the glass. To the inside. Here's Clark. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And so Clark nails both of them. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Olenek is checked in for Brandon Clark. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Barrett. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Milatino. It counts. And the foul. That one on Olenek.
Oh, man, I just love seeing a pick like that. Unselfish play. That's just good basketball.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain it.
Here's Jokic. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Miles hits a screen from Earl. Pass to Wiles. To the paint. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention.
Launches it. Offensive rebound. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. No good with the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Down low, Miles. And he can't jam it through. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. Another shot. Shoots over Olenek. And it's Jokic missing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It counts.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Bogdanovic. Now, here's Jokic. Olenek is covering. It's up a 3. Bullseye!
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls! But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if this certainly isn't over yet. They may get a second chance. Now, if it's overturned, we're going to need overtime.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off.
After the review is overturned.
And And this game is not over. The officials are ruling that the shot will count, and we, Greg, are going to overtime.
How about that? I mean, what a fantastic end to regulation. This game has been terrific from the start. Really glad we get some overtime to enjoy a little bit more of it.
I agree. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Trey Lyles out there with the limit. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard position. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Murray outside. Olynyk, a screen on Bogdanovic. Murray, good.
Yeah, that time Murray called his own number and it paid off for him.
Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT. Being at 50% in a decent groove. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic grabs the miss. Down low. Here's Milutinov. It's in!
Well, Nikola Jokic is probably the best passing center I have ever seen.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And coming through in a big way, you have to love Barrett there, taking over down the stretch.
It's deflected. Pass to Jokic. Yes! And the foul. That went on a limit.
Sometimes you just have to admire the greatness of Jokic. No doubt when it matters most.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT...
One of the more elite teams at this point of the season, Brent.
Well, BA, you just know you have an opportunity, and you don't want to do anything to take you off that path to possibly winning a championship. So staying locked in, enjoying it to some degree, but really understanding that this opportunity is hard to come by, and let's go after it.
Now the starting group for the visitors. To the inside. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, he's got great sight lines, Giannis does, especially where he gets the ball. So he surveys the court, takes a good picture, and makes a great pass.
Now here's Zubac. Pass to Azonia. Smith left side. Charic outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Azonia. Goes up on the wing. Charic, shot is off. To the middle. Here's Papanikolaou. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Charic. Pass to Smith. Giannis with the rebound.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now here's Zubac.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Azonia. The 11-footer. Yep, that one goes.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
Antetokounmpo outside.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. So both teams changing it up here. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You take a look at the home team. They've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now. Here's Perkichin. Outside Bogdanovic. There's a minute 12 left in the first. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And the shot goes down.
As his career has gone on, Bogdanovic has evolved as a playmaker, not just unselfish. He can be effective.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Shoots a fadeaway. The shot, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
To the inside, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Kalathis. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Bogdanovic. Off target with the 3. got 6 of 8 shots to go. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Inside, just 3 on the clock, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
With the 7-footer. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Now here's Bogdanovic. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 6. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Up and in on the layup.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovic has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And he lobs it up. The lob. Very well done.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Now here's Šarić.
I like the effort there from Šarić on the jumper. Sees the defender, still sticks with it.
It's his first trip to the line.
Line for 2, Dario Saric.
Free throw good, Šarić. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Šarić.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Antetokounmpo with it, picked up by Šarić.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Antetokounmpo has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, BA, there's a reason why I'm over here in the suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you. Anticipation and length makes Giannis a great shot blocker.
Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Bogdanovic. The D's right on him. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Off target at the rim. Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Hezonja. The 3 is up. No good.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. And Hezonja pulls it down. Shooting a nice 50% for the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Bogdanovic, another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Antetokounmpo, bam!
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Pass to Zubac. Outside Bogdanovic. Antetokounmpo with the block. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. These are his first free throws of the game. That one misses.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. And the first half now in the books. Leading by 9. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
24.
All right, thanks. Tibbs.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
You take a look at the visitors. This hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the visiting team.
They're moving.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Ivica Zubac out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Smith outside. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. They push it up 4 on 3. Oh, whoa! Antetokounmpo flying.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Pass to Smith. Zubac, screen. Smith outside. Zubac's shot is off. Shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Here's Kalathis, covered by Smith. Here's Kalathis. With the teardrop. He's off on that one.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Saric, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Hazonia, and the layup is good off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 13 points in the game. The layup off target. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Pass to Hazonia. To the right side.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Puts it up from 17. It's good. 6 points for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Antetokounmpo outside. It's hauled in by Saric.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Smith. Still no points. Pass to Hazonia. Now here's Zubac. three is up. Hazonia gets the bucket.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And here is Antetokounmpo. Šarić covers. Down low. Here's Calathes. Antetokounmpo for three. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Costas Papanikolaou. Second first.
44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Hazonia. 12 points for him. Kalaitzakis grabs the miss.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Inside. Here's Calathes. And he dunks it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Pass to Perkichin. Fades back. Count the basket.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Perkichin. 6 to shoot. Misses the fadeaway.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Here's Kalaitzakis. To the inside. To the left wing. To the middle. 3 on 3. Pass to Perkichin. The fadeaway. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Lays it up and banks it in.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Shooting the rock well at 46%. And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The three, Smith drains the triple.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Antetokounmpo against Šarić. Yes! And the foul! It's on Dario Šarić.
Well, not only being just an all-around more improved player, Giannis has taken some huge strides in terms of building his body up. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Now here's Smith. Up top, Šarić. Pass to Zubac. Oh, they get a hand on it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo against Šarić. Here's Calathes. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Dominating in effortless fashion. This is what Giannis does on a consistent basis.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. No good on the layup. Got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Kalathis, covered by Smith. Antetokounmpo against Šarić. Fires away from way outside. No good there. 8 for 13 now. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
And for a big player, Šarić can get in there and get fluid. Nice finish.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the away team.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Think about Giannis and just how special of a player he is. We know off the court the endeavors he's into. I mean, this guy has really grown into a global ambassador for the game of basketball.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Zubac's shot is off. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...